my god, this is just like the biggest playground on the face of the earth. Hello, Wonderhussy here. We are at an abandoned cinder mine. We just drove over from the little ghost town where the people lived over here to where these cinder miners worked. And you can see the ground is covered in soft, crushed, powdered cinder. Really interesting reddish color. Piles of it everywhere. There's a big cinder berm here. There's my sis wandering off into the desert doing her exploring over there. Okay, there's an old trailer here, like from a tractor trailer. This looks like it probably had something to do with the mining operations. Oh, look at this. A mysterious vial. Now, what do you suppose this could be? Drink me. Huh? Well, I can't see the harm. Just kidding, I'm not gonna drink cinder, but yeah, it's a vial full of cinder. Ugh, cinder dust. Cool vial though. Okay, here's this old tractor trailer. Oh my goodness, look at it. What does it say? Northern Pacific Railroad? Is that what that said? Northern Pacific Railroad? Was it a railroad car that somebody turned into a trailer? No, it's a tractor trailer. Because look, this is the wheels. Oh my gosh, it was part of an 18-wheeler. Holy moly. But it almost looks like it was built out for somebody to live in, or maybe it was just storage. I guess it was just storage, yeah. Still pretty cool though. Okay, and then you can see there's this giant mound of cinder up here ahead of me. Well, I think we ought to hike up into that cinder pile. There's a little road going up here off to the side, and I think it'll be worth our while because, well, I spotted something kind of interesting up there from the road. Hiking along the old cinder mine road. Roads made out of cinder, hills made out of cinder. Why, I guess you could say I feel like Cinderella. All joking aside though, that is one big pile of cinder. And I don't even know what cinder is used for industrially. I mean, I guess cinder block? Cinder... Gosh, I don't know. I'm not sure what cinder is used for. But we're coming up on the place where they dug it all up out of the ground. I told you there was some interesting stuff up here. Actually, I guess you're not really digging cinder out of the ground. I think we're in what's called a cinder cone, surprisingly, which is a volcanic formation. There's a bunch of volcanic, or was a bunch of volcanic activity in this part of the desert. I don't know how long ago, but there's a bunch of cinder cone, those formations. Well, all over the place out here. So it's just kind of like this weird volcanic wasteland. And all this mysterious equipment that was used to, well, I don't know. It looks to me like if you look behind this conveyor belt thing, it's almost like they were just sort of carving away at the cinder cone itself, like chipping away at it. And that's how you mine cinder? Wow, this is very Mad Max. This decaying industrial ruins. Uh-oh, a ladder. That means we're definitely gonna have to climb up there. But first, let's keep poking around a bit more so that, well, if I fall off the ladder and die, at least I'll get my footage first. Okay, up here it looks like there's just some more old ruins of old work buildings at the old cinder mine. I mean, this one here, oh my goodness, it's all collapsed. Yikes. Poke our noses in and see if there's anything interesting left. Oh wait, before we go in though, look at the view behind it. Look at the desert. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You can see I don't know if that's fog or snow or what. Wow, this is so interesting, this weather. Okay, anyway, back inside this old collapsed work building. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Oh wow, yeah, look. Workshop, workroom, just full of junk. All kinds of garbage. Old cardboard, or old pieces of plywood, old pieces of metal, broken glass, bits and bobs and odds and ends. All the little things you would have needed to maintain a working cinder mine. Fertilizer bag. Oh, look, wild bird seed. Aww. I mean, that's the thing I like to keep in mind when I'm exploring these abandoned places. I like to remember the people who lived out here, you know, the wives and the kids, and fed the birds and fertilized the plants, and oh my goodness. Ugh. Big old tumbleweed in this room. Tumbleweed blew in here and couldn't get out. Now it's trapped. Aw, I feel you, buddy. We've all had those same feelings. Okay, we'll go back outside. Oh, wow, look. Oh, I wonder if this is the radio from that old Chevy truck we saw down there. It says Chevrolet on it. And that's a real old radio, isn't it? Oh my goodness, look at the view outside this work shed. This looks like you're on Mars. I mean, that's where they were digging all the cinder out of the side of this cinder cone and then sending it on that conveyor belt into this thing that sifted it or sorted it somehow. And then they probably dumped it down there into the trucks that would haul it off down the highway. Really interesting. Gosh, life out here must have been a trip. You know, a little fun fact for you. We're not too far from the site of the Mojave phone booth. If you're familiar with the story of the Mojave phone booth, it was a phone booth out in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave desert. And this guy saw it pinpointed on a map one day and kind of became obsessed with it. Like, why is there a phone booth way out there in the middle of nowhere desert? And so he drove out there one day and he copied down the phone number for the phone booth. And he used to call it every single day until somebody finally answered. And I think it took him a couple of years of calling every single day. And finally one day a lady answered the phone. And he was so surprised that somebody finally answered that he didn't know what to say. But finally he asked her, hey, who uses this phone? Why is this phone out here? And she said, well, we live at this cinder mine. We work at this cinder mine and there's no phone service. I guess this was back in the late 90s, I think, before there was a lot of cell phone towers. So they didn't have any any phone service at all out here. And it's not like there's phone lines strung out here. So they had to hike all the way or drive all the way to this lonely little phone booth to make their phone calls. And that's what that was all about. Well, that's actually only about 7 miles from here. So this might have been the cinder mine where that lady lived. Maybe that woman that my friend, because I became friends with the guy who started that whole Mojave phone booth thing. Maybe the woman he talked to was the same woman who used that nail polish and that foot lotion or wore them Victoria's Secret panties. How about that? Okay, I had to go ahead and hike all the way up here to the uppermost level of the whole cinder mine workings. And this will really give you a feeling for what these people were doing out here. I mean, look at this massive pile of cinder. I guess this is just a massive cinder cone that they were slowly scooping away at. And then, well, we'll go over here to the apparatus they had rigged up to haul the cinder away. Oh my gosh, it's real windy up here. So sorry if the audio sucks, but what a view. Oh my goodness. This is wild. Look at that. There's the conveyor belt where they sent the cinder along. Out. Oh, I mean, just look at that giant pile of cinder. And look at the beautiful desert beyond. There's my sister's little rig down there with its cozy heater. Oh, I can't wait to get back in the car. But I'm not going to get back in that car until I do one last thing at the site of this abandoned cinder mine. And that is, well, I said I was going to climb that ladder. And by gum, I'm a woman of my word. Okay, wait. Before I go climb that ladder, I came down this other road here, and there's a whole other area that I have to explore first. Wow, there's just like giant chunks of machinery and trucks all over the place down here. I mean, look at this giant conveyor belt just laying here, rusting away in the desert sun, or snow, as the case may be. I mean, look at this. Isn't this thing worth some money? Just laying out here like this? Wow. I wonder what happened to make this cinder mine go out of business. I mean, did the mining of cinder somehow recently become unprofitable? Like maybe whatever it used to be used for, it's not used for anymore? Okay, I don't even know what this is. It's some ginormous, I mean, it almost looks like one of those temples you see down in Mexico, but it's some giant piece of industrial machinery. I mean, holy cow. And then these trucks parked next to it. Everything's so colorful. All right, well, let's just poke around. This looks like it's some kind of tanker. Oh my goodness. Excavating and grading contractor, OTY Trucking Company. Exmont 71169. Ooh, that's an old-timey phone number. Oh, look, and this one says Kessler Springs Ranch. Wonder if that was a ranch around here somewhere. Okay, well, there's so much interesting equipment here. We gotta blaze around quick because it's cold. I don't want my sister to get bored, and I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so this grading equipment truck, it's like some kind of dump truck. And then it looks like there's another dump truck parked next to it. Let's see what this one says. Oh yeah, look, in decline. That's that graffiti collective. Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. This truck, oh, it's an international. Look at that. Oh wow, wait. I mean, isn't this stuff worth money? Doesn't say anything on the door though about if it's from a business or anything. You know, like this one said that about the contractor. Let's just poke our nose up into the cab real quick. Why not? Oh my gosh, what fun! Look at this. What does that say? Not for parking. Far out, man. I'm not even a car person, but I just love poking around these old trucks and old crazy machinery. I mean, like this thing. I mean, what do you guys think this even was? Let me go around the other side. Oh god, I feel like I'm from a foreign planet and I landed here and I'm trying to figure out what this weird civilization did. It's some kind of conveyor belt on the back. Oh, and it's on wheels, so it was meant to be towed places. Let me see if I can climb up there and look down in the bottom. Made it. Okay. Real careful walking on this thing. Feels very solid though. But I don't want to fall. Oh wow, yeah, look. So whatever it was sent down this conveyor belt into this, whatever that weird Mayan temple looking thing is. What on God's green earth? I gotta get down on that conveyor belt. Yikes. Let's see if this rubber will hold. Oh yeah, it's still solid. Okay, cool. Hey, we're on the belt. How about that? Okay, now we can walk down and poke our nose in. Down to the bottom of the belt. And into... Oh, okay, well, might as well climb on in. Oh, tight squeeze. Okay, now I'm in that giant Mayan ruins looking thing, and gosh, you tell me, I don't know what this is. Oh my god, this is just like the biggest playground on the face of the earth. Okay, here's another old truck. This one looks like it said DeVries and Spies Construction Co. Or DeVries and Spies. I don't know how you pronounce that. Holy cow, look at these bushes. They're like giant thistles. This is like a giant thistle plant, isn't it? I mean, looks like thistles to me. Little spiky things. But it's friggin' huge. I mean, you can see for comparison against this, well, half of this old Goodyear sign. There's the good. There's the year. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It was a very good year for exploring abandoned mines and creepy old trailers. Oh god, it just keeps going on and on. I'm never gonna finish exploring this site. What's all this stuff? Wow, wait, just like giant funnels, I guess? Oh look, this one's got a hole cut in the side. Oh, it looks like somebody had a fire in there. It's like the world's biggest fireplace. Oh, it is open at the top like a chimney. Look at that. Wow, what if there was a storm and you had to take shelter in this old... I don't even know what you call it. Hello? Oh, I thought I heard some bats up there. Oh. Look at this stuff. Isn't this the back of an old dump truck? Just sitting here without the truck? Here's an old... What is that? Like the chassis of an old bulldozer or something? It's a creepy old trailer way out back. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go check inside this old camper trailer, and then that's the farthest I'm gonna explore. Then I'm gonna head back and climb that ladder. All right, coming up to the very edge of this abandoned site. And yep, it's just an old camper trailer. See from the side there. Oh, no truck attached. Oh, look at that. It was sort of modified to tow. See if there's anything inside. Oh, wow. Yeah, there is. Okay, I'll go in the back door. Why not? Or at least I'll poke my nose in. I don't know if I want to go in. Yeah, there's nothing really in there. I bet it was real cozy, though. You know, you could fix it up. Oh, hell. I can't resist. Oh, wow. Look at the linoleum flooring in here. This was amazing. And then this awesome plaid upholstery. Ugh. The kitchen. Oh, I had a little kitchenette, little cab over bunk. You could make this very cozy. I mean, well, maybe not anymore, but back in the day you could have. Oh gosh, look at the logo on the oven. Chateau by Magic Chef. Oh god, and the handles on these doors are amazing. Ah! Okay, let me get out of here. Oh wait, what's in here? A little cupboard. Oh, just junk. Man, as many of these abandoned places as I've been to, and as many of these creepy old doors as I've opened, I still never lose hope that one of them will open to reveal, well, either a treasure or a dead body. Oh, well, I bet that little camper trailer had some fun memories in its day. Okay, here's the last truck. What do you call this? Like a tow truck, I guess? Oh, it's got the In Decline Graffiti Collective's logo sprayed on the door. I must say that looks pretty fly. They did a nice job there. This is a cool old truck. So bright yellow. I love the color. There's a perfect example of a cinder cone right behind that old abandoned trailer and that yellow truck. This is what they're carving away at to get at the sweet, sweet, juicy cinder. Man, it is so cold. But I'm not backing down from my word. I'm gonna climb up this ladder before I leave. And yeah, you know, it's probably not really that great of a view from up there, but I just feel like, well, I wouldn't be able to call myself Wonderhussy if I didn't. Okay, the only downside is I'm not going to be able to climb and hold my camera at the same time, because I feel like you really want to use both hands when you're climbing a ladder like this. Okay, we did it. We climbed all the way to the top. Well, actually not all the way to the top. Looks like there's, it says look up, and apparently there's something even higher up. But first, I'd like to share the view from where I'm standing now. We're kind of right above where that conveyor belt comes out. So you can see that endless sea of cinder, and then the sea of Joshua trees beyond. And there's a conveyor belt leading back down to where we climbed up. And boy, the rungs on that metal ladder were so cold. Now my fingers are really frozen. But I had to do it. I wanted to know what was up here. And now I know. Okay, so basically it's just some kind of platform up here where it looks to me like stuff was being, well, it looks like whatever was coming down from that upper level came down and was sort of like, what do you call it? Filtered or sorted, sifted down here. And then it was dropped down this chute to where the trucks were waiting below, the cinder trucks. But now I guess I better climb up to the very top level. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Okay, well, this isn't that high to climb, but oh gosh, I should probably still put my phone away. But that's no fun. Okay, yikes. I don't know how safe it is up here, actually. This stuff looks like it's rotting away. Won't stay up here long. But look at this. Wow, wait. This is the top where that conveyor belt thingy from back there meets this sifting mechanism. Apologies, I don't know the terminology for all this stuff. And then down it goes. But I just like looking at the individual components. Like, look at this coiled up, I don't even know what that is. Is this some kind of like shock or like leaf spring type thing, because I'm guessing this here probably jiggled up and down to sift the cinder, and so those were some kind of like shocks or springs. I can't imagine why else it would be coiled up like that. I wonder what that was. Oh wow, look. You can look right down into the, gotta be real careful here, into the chute. Okay, wow, I did it. I climbed to the top. My friggin' fingers feel like they're gonna break off, like they're solid ice. I need to climb down and get back into my sister's warm car before these plywood boards shatter and I plunge to my death. But I sure hope you enjoyed the tour of this bizarre abandoned cinder mine, because I know I did.